never let me go, never let me go, never let me go, never let me go, never let you go, never let me go, never let me go, never let me go, never let me go. Never let me go, never let me go, never let you go, never let me go, never let me go, never let me go, never let me go.
Listen, I don't want to take your time up or anything, but I just thought I'd pop in to say that if you don't listen to Ditch, can I have to kill you?
Oh, this is mad. You know that? This is really mad.
Bana Stallion. Chago bandwa jira apa kapu yacho aina mpato inekitoka kuichambo paka moto aunyare kuda kunyaziza geto ona kapu yacho ndesi mbia uzimbambi nae uri kuchireko tika naisi na sugar chidapura owega aina sugar upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia padichitsaka uri kuchireko tika naisi na sugar chidapura owega aina sugar upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia kana zisiri kubhadhara siya aiwa kanda ukotilita clear famba iwe mani iwe via iwe uzitsaka usazodhibha iya panangoda kunzi hama yabo kupokedzera kuhwini kundibo kutaura kunongoma iri ranzibo hanziraita senge futi panoira kuti uri kuchireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhura owega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia padichitsaka uri kuchireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhura owega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia ndione bhadhara renzi unotenga ufu madhirezi ne hausi kupiwa kana hagi zvayo mapapiro wakanzi mangwana nhasi wakunzi mangwana une nharo uri kushandiswa madiro anzvadzi zvamuri kufudzwa ngembudzi munhu wenyu ari kuzviti mbinga hana chaanotenga chake kungotsenga ndiwe uri kushingirira ndiwe uri kupenga uri kuchireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia padichitsaka uri kuchireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia saka fanikanisati ndakapinda ndokoshesa benefit kune vese vari kuhodha koshesa maprofit kune vari kutswinya dombo ndoti horit anza yacho chazobuda kana wapinda apa kapu yacho aina mubato inekitoka kuchambobva pamoto aunyare kuda kunyadzisa geto ona kapu yacho ndesimbi hauzimbambi naye uri kuchireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia padichitsaka uri kuchireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia shakandwa yazime we call it a strike ruwangu vauze kuti zvarwa kumabhuku unosimbiswa kusana vari nzukuru ndavasvikandotambirwa number 9 block yo oskil.
Listen, I don't want to take your time up or anything, but I just thought I'd pop in to say that if you don't listen to Ditch, can I have to kill you?
Oh, this is mad. You know that? This is really mad.
Yo, back. to the old school, old school, old school.
Seducing your ears with sound.
Yeah. Aye. Yeah. Aye. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on, hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We making noise. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We making noise. Hold on. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Pop a bottle. Hold on, hold on, hold on. If you suck and swallow, smell that marijuana, they gon' follow. Throwing money on her like she won a lotto. Pussy must be serious. Holla, scared of heights, come face your fears. Holla, holla. Do it just like Nikki, gone and bend it over. Say she never smoked, I turned her to a stoner. Young nigga, but I'm ready. Oh, foreign girls call me sexy. And white girls give me Becky. But first I gotta roll this joint, baby. Hold on, hold on. We them boys. Hold on, we them boys. Hold on, hold on, hold on. We making noise. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. We them boys. Hold on, we them boys. Hold on, hold on. We making noise. Hold on. We them boys.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. You drive me crazy. Number one, bitch, you can't replace me. Leader Claudia's always be trying to chase me. You got an ass so fat, let's make a baby. Damn, I'm smoking weed in my Mercedes. Hold up, these niggas broke, these niggas lazy. Man, they money slim, they acting shady. I'm in my brand new car, who wanna race? Oh, bitch, you ain't call my phone, so why you showing up? I'm taking them shots on my niggas, they loaded up. Man, on the low, all these hoes be acting so material. Hold up, man, did you see her interior? Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we making noise. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, hold up, hold up. We making noise. Hold up, hold up, we them boys.
DJ Wildfire, the number one DJ for afternoon drive time experience. On the 187.3 FM radio, from the whole place governed archives. Lock it down, Martin, full stock and pack it down. Boom. DJ Wildfire. Harass me, officer, lock the handcuff. As long as I in at the studio, you will lock me up. Harass me, although jailhouse a hell, but I heavy if you fling me at the music cell. Security daddy, yo. You man archive this Enders DJ Wildfire. It's me, the number one DJ on afternoon drive time experience. It's me, you don't know, say 1873 FM radio. Keep the dial stock archive so that mad.
Get more online. Keep updated with our Facebook page.
Don't stop, don't break it.
A minute gone after 5 p.m. Right, it's a Wednesday and the last day, last Friday, is it?
It's Friday. It's not Wednesday. You actually look like you feel.
Wednesday.
It's Friday today.
Oh. What am I saying?
You said it's fine.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
my God.
Yeah. Old
I
age.
feel so bad for you. You're having such a bad day. Oh my word. It is so funny. I'm loving it, but it's funny. So, okay, let me do the intro.
Okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Innovation Conversations with Matsuko and Wildfire. I'm leading today because you can see our Wildfire is not on top of his game. Is that true?
Friday.
It is Friday, man.
Okay, so
thanks God it's Friday.
I normally wear this t-shirt on a Friday to remind me it's Friday. I guess I didn't look what I was wearing today.
That is so funny. I'm literally dying.
So in my mind, I'm saying it's Friday, the last day of the month of January. Meanwhile, I'm talking about Wednesday.
It's Friday, my friend.
I need to get married.
What does that have to do with you forgetting what day it is?
At least you maintain a diary. Right now, I should have sent,
like, babe, listen, actually, it's Friday.
It's Friday today, to be popping on my phone.
Yeah, it would be. But it's fine. It's fine. We're still going to have a great day. Still have a lot of information, a lot of brilliant things that are happening in the tech industry in South Africa, in Africa, and globally. Looking forward to that, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of information, and especially on the technological side. And now that we know that the World Health Organization has declared that the coronavirus is a global phenomenon, what technologies are coming up?
Wow, to help with corona. How am I supposed to know that? Like
to detect.
I'm sure there's a lot of technology that is out there to detect. I know in Oratambo we were talking about that earlier on. They've put on measures in place to ensure everyone who's coming from China to South Africa is not infected.
Right.
And we're actually even talking about the fact that people should probably just stay in there until we figure this thing out.
Yeah. So no one should be allowed to.
I don't know. I don't know.
We love your friends in China, but can we just keep you there?
Perhaps.
Until
we should just
we figure out ourselves out.
Perhaps we should just wait, figure this thing out, and then let people come in. But my understanding is that there are measures that have been put in place. There are hospitals that are ready to combat and. Why are you laughing? What are you not believing our health department when they say they're ready?
Well, I'm just thinking out loud.
What are you thinking? Tell me, friend.
So Tembisa. Hospital.
There's 3 hospitals that have been named.
There's Tembisa, there's Charlotte Macleay. Is it Macleay?
Macleay, yes.
Macleay, right? Which is the other one? Is it Barra?
I'm not sure what the third one is.
Okay.
I'm sure of Tembisa.
Of Tembisa.
And the reason why I'm sure is because
they were in the headlines.
They were in the headlines not so long ago, and people were actually just asking if those people can't handle a simple situation of kids being born and 10 newborns dying in literally last week. How are they gonna handle such a big task?
See, that is my worry.
I guess that's everyone's worry. That's everyone's concern.
Exactly. I mean, if they couldn't handle
such a simple task, but there was an outbreak as well. There was a virus that had broken, if that's the correct terminology for this circumstance.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, 10 little lives were lost.
Right. So, I mean, to our viewers, we know we're not on Facebook today, but to those who are following via Twitter on Periscope, kindly let us know other technologies that are being implemented in terms of detecting this virus. I know that earlier on today in Botswana, there are 2 alleged cases of coronavirus that have been detected in Botswana. And apparently these people came via Ethiopian Airways. So, I mean, from the port of entry, or the port of that's port of entry where they were coming from, right?
Entry and departure, I would assume.
Port of departure, were these people not screened?
Do you know what I'm thinking about those cases specifically, and maybe about some that might come up in South Africa if it eventually does?
Yeah.
Before it became a scourge, before it was announced to be now an emergency situation, there were people that were in the country already that had just come in from China.
Right.
So I think it's a situation whereby they hadn't put the necessary measures in place. I don't think it's people that literally came in yesterday.
Yeah.
Or I'm not sure of the 2 cases, but I know there's 2 cases that have been detected, but I'm not sure when they got to Botswana. So I think it's a case of people were actually there already, and there was nothing that could be done about it.
Right, it's Innovation Conversations,
Those
and
are the
we are
conversations.
looking at innovations of detecting this virus. Because look, if it's now a global pandemic, and the World Health Organization has actually put a red alert on it, it means we all gotta be ready in our different fields. Whether you are an IT expert, what technologies can you come up with in terms of helping the health experts to detect this virus instantly? I know there's a whole lot of programming that goes into this, and obviously China put out the signature of the virus. What can we do? Do you think African medicine can make it,
Definitely. We were talking just last week about a jacket that you can put in and you can detect pneumonia.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone can create something like that from Africa, the
should be
sky's the
awesome.
limit. The sky's the limit. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
It's highly possible.
So you coming from China, and apparently you get quarantined for 14 days. I presume it's only passengers.
No, I'm sure it's everyone on
Even
board.
the pilots?
Yes, the pilots and the hostesses.
Okay.
Air hostesses.
All right. Anyway, moving right along now. What do we have today?
So today we're going to be looking. Do you remember what our network of the year was last week?
You mean that network which is
Yes,
yellowish?
the one. You can say the name. Are we not
MTN.
allowed to say the name? Yes. Are we not allowed for
No, we
advertising
are.
reasons?
No,
So
we are.
MTN has actually launched a mobile money.
Mobile money.
Yes, called Momo. We'll go further into that and find out what it is. And we're going to give you 4 reasons why WhatsApp can empower your business.
Right.
Remember last week we had 3 case studies that I was going to look into of companies that have actually used WhatsApp. So we're going to be looking at these reasons why WhatsApp can empower your business, as well as look at the case studies, because we didn't get a chance to go through them because my show here is only an hour.
Oh, okay.
Because I am not liked much. And then we're going to be looking at the 5 things 5G can do in 2020. 5G is taking over the technological space.
Right.
And we're going to be looking at our techpreneur of the day, African techpreneur of the day, and we're going to be looking at courses you can do to empower yourself digitally.
All right. Promises to be an exciting show on a Friday, the last day of January.
Definitely.
Jan and Wari.
Are you going to play my song? I want you to say in front of the listeners and the viewers if you're going to play my song
Which
or
one?
not. The one that I asked for earlier on.
Let me see if the librarian loaded it on the system. So I don't want to
I'm putting you on the spot because I can see your ways.
If the librarian included it on the playlist,
on the playlist,
yeah, I'll play it. But if it didn't, well, I'll try next time.
Let's see.
All right, we'll see. But there's always ways. Anyway, let's take a musical interlude in musical break. Sounds of Axel Ingrosso with More Than You Know.
You should know that, baby, you're the best. Yeah, more than you know. Yeah, more than you know. I saw it coming from miles away. I better speak up if I got something to say, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. You had your reasons, you had a few, but you know that I would go anywhere for you, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. I just need to get it off my chest. Yeah, more than you know. Yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best. Yeah, more than you know. Yeah, more than you know. I just your good intentions are sweet and pure, but they can never tame a fire like yours. No, it ain't over until she sings. Yeah. Right where you want it, down on my knees. You got me begging, pretty baby, set me free, 'cause it ain't over until she said, come a little closer, let me taste your smile until the morning light. Ain't no going back the way you look tonight. I see it in your eyes. I just need to get it off my chest. Yeah, more than you know. Yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best. Yeah, more than you know. 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 I just yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best. Yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know.
Up or anything, but I just thought I'd pop in to say that if you don't listen to Titch, can have to kill you.
Oh, this is mad. You know that? This is really mad.
If you heard it all before, don't tell me anymore. I'll tell you what I see. It's a little piece of me. I came, I go, don't know where to go. Well, I tried to define what I'm capable of. Found it in the deep of the night, where you won't move, where you don't go. Dawn in by the heat of the night, where you won't move, where you don't go. Found myself as I stepped out of sight. As I started to ride, as I started to if I never found my mind, would you tell me to be free? Well, I'm running through the street. I came, I go, don't know where to go. Well, I tried to define what I'm capable of. Found it in the deep of the night, where you won't move, where you don't go. Drawn in by the heat of the night, where you won't move, where you don't go. Found myself as I stepped out the side. As I started to ride, as I started to
right. I see my clan.
We welcome your clan to my page.
Okay. See? Look at my clan. Huh?
Wow.
My clan is breaking records. Can you wave at my clan there?
Hi, MC Wildfire's clan.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Say Magadi.
Magadi.
Yeah.
Magadi.
Yeah, Taswera.
Taswera. What should I know? Iribo.
It's really say. All right. It's the Innovation Conversations. Apologies to those that are not able to catch us on our Facebook pages today. This is due to a technical issue, but you can head straight to our YouTube channel, the 1873 FM. That is where we are streaming, and obviously on what do you call Periscope, under Mutuma Moere, we also streaming there. Donald Young, Quash Jones, James and Haro. All right, we see you. Nevis
Haro.
Kudzai Kunda Zumbunu, Shaptanik Chafa. Good afternoon. Welcome to Innovation Conversations.
Like we're on 51. No, I see. You know,
Hey, my
big
peop- my
up
clan.
to your people. Big up to your people. I respect them. But you only, like, are you sure you don't want to share so that the
I'm
people
all
can
good.
see you?
I'm handsome already, so they know me.
Like, there's nothing we can take away from that.
Nah, there's nothing.
There's
like,
absolutely nothing we can take away
Nah,
from
no,
that.
it's all good.
Continuing with our innovation conversation.
Yes.
So what we're talking about is what MTN is currently doing. They've introduced a new mobile money. So remember last week you told me about a mobile app actually that you are aware of.
Yes, Bees Wallet.
Bees
I was
Wallet.
still trying to see if we can get Jonathan Chain to actually come through and obviously have a conversation with us. But basically, what Bees Wallet does is you get to save your money in the wallet. So it's all about community building. So let's say we've got a community of 54 people right now. So all of us now can be on Bees Wallet and we can transact amongst ourselves. And it's cheaper to send money to you, to Ed, to me, to MDM, to Tinashe, to whosoever is within that community. So it sort of encourages community building.
True.
Yeah.
True. Okay, so MTN is actually on that same wavelength and they're in partnership with Ubank. So the agreement apparently enables customers and general consumers to transact and make payments using their cell phones rather than traditional banking systems. So it closes the gap between banked and unbanked consumers. Last week we were also talking about the unbanked consumer. So it seems that you probably actually won't need to get a card with Momo in the play. Information about Momo is that you don't need to have a bank account. Users must be South African residents and 18 years older.
Right.
Users need to be active MTN customers. So it's yet another way to draw people closer. To qualify for selected promotional offers. There are no minimum balances required, no monthly charges, and no automated debits. User security is implemented in the form of voice and facial recognition, as well as a PIN code. So I wouldn't be doing justice to my job if I didn't test this out. I am an MTN user, so I actually did try and see if I can use Momo.
Did you try it?
I did try it, but I found I don't remember how the process was for me to start using e-wallet. I don't quite remember, but it felt a bit tedious.
Okay.
It was a long process. They even called in for the voice recognition situation, and they make you repeat words. And
what if one day I wake up and I've got a cold?
Then you can't use it. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
But I was just excited though about the innovation because it goes back to the fact that traditional banking is actually slowly becoming obsolete. And the purpose and the most important thing is that people actually will have solutions in their fingertips. As long as you have a mobile device, you will be able to send and receive money.
So okay, no, go ahead.
And you can use it, like you were saying, with the app that you.
The app,
I need
Bees
to write
Wallet.
it down so I can Bees Wallet.
Bees Wallet,
so I can remember it. You can actually use it as a place to keep your money.
So that I sound smart as well. So MTN will initially offer basic services, allowing users to send and receive money via an app or over the mobile phone network using an USSD card. So meaning if you've got not a smartphone, you're able also to transact.
Well, as long as you have a phone, mobile device.
Buy airtime, electricity, municipality bills, TV subscriptions.
How lovely is that?
But can I use it to pay Netflix? Because DSTV.
Not yet, probably not yet, but it's gonna get there. You know, it's a good start. I really think it's a good start, and MTN is innovating, man.
All right,
Definitely.
There's a lot of unbanked individuals out there, and
we were looking at 11 billion last week.
Unbanked people. So these technologies come in to sort of help out these people.
They're closing that gap.
Yeah, exactly.
They're closing that gap because it's not like people don't know about banks, but the mere fact that they're not using them, it's obviously intentional. The cost of actually using or having a bank account is quite high. The service fees are extreme.
Extreme, yeah.
They're quite extreme. So obviously depending on the bank that you're using and the bank account that you have. But bottom line is, if you can have something that can actually use minimum costs to do your transactions, why not have it? And this seems to actually, because I remember in your initial transaction is free, and then from there you pay 25 cents or something like that.
Okay.
And further down, depending on how much you are sending or receiving, you I think it also uses 2% of the eventual transaction. So those costs are quite low compared to your traditional bank.
All right, interesting. And as we move,
for people like you who also don't carry money and forget their wallets and stuff like that.
Say that again.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, should I move on to the next segment, or do you want to play my song?
Okay, move on while I look for a song.
So, because this one's gonna take a bit longer, we're gonna be looking at 4 reasons why WhatsApp can empower your business. If you think of an app that everyone is currently using globally, and that all mobile devices have, the first one that you think about is WhatsApp. Right?
Yes.
So now we're going to be looking at how then, as an entrepreneur, as an SME, even as a person who's in government or whatever, how you can use that to empower yourself or your business. First of all, WhatsApp is the world's most popular chat app. What you just said. It's currently boasting 1.5 billion active subscribers across 180 countries. Right? So unsurprisingly, it's also mostly widely used as a chat app on the African continent as well as in South Africa, where 9 out of 10 internet users are active on WhatsApp. According to research findings, by providing services over the channel, organizations can expect to increase the likelihood of customer engagement and consequently loyalty due to convenience, trust, and familiarity to the chat app. So it's easier if you know how to. It's easy if you know how to use WhatsApp. It's gonna be easy for you to reach out to your clientele. It's gonna be easy for that trust factor and what do they call it? Return time. Like what's the word? Like instant. There's instant communication between you and your clientele.
So this is the reason they created WhatsApp Business also.
Exactly. That's why there's WhatsApp Business. And the second reason is WhatsApp enables a customer-centric approach to communication. Kind of ties in with the first one. The channel allows organizations to leverage rich and branded content, such as images, sound, documents, and video, as well as conversations initiated by themselves or by their customers. Now, the unfortunate part about this is a couple of weeks ago, we had a story about how one weekend WhatsApp went down. We couldn't upload videos. We couldn't receive photos or whatever.
We couldn't do nothing.
You know, as convenient as it is and as much as you can use it for your business, there is a downside. When WhatsApp is down, your business will suffer. But it's a risk you have to take.
I mean, it's with all technologies anyway.
Of course.
You wake up one morning, internet is not up and running, and you rely on conducting your business online. It means that day you're not operational.
Definitely. Like for instance, right now, not everyone can see the show because the app that we
technology is playing games.
Technology is playing games, but you know that's the downside. That's the downside of technology. Also, WhatsApp increases automation to deal with critical issues. The benefit of introducing automation via a channel such as WhatsApp Business app that you've just actually alluded to into a call center is that it frees up call center agents to deal with more intricate and urgent queries. The recent example of this is a local bus ticketing company that handles a large volume of tickets.
Yeah.
About 10,000 a week, with about 80% of queries being about whether a bus is leaving at a specific destination or a particular day and what the price ticket is. So the company's call center agents had to repeatedly go through the same process with which was time consuming, labor intensive, and in some cases demoralizing. Automating this communication via WhatsApp business app would take a massive load off the call center and allow agents to deal with critical issues such as attending to customers who have actually bought the wrong tickets or those trying to trace a refund. So automation with WhatsApp assists in making in call center situations. It ensures that call center agents look at more critical issues and then those smaller issues of where the bus is right now or what time is it going to get here or whatever can be dealt with via WhatsApp.
All right.
Congratulations,
we're back on Facebook. So we back. No, but maintain yours. It's fine. I'm loving your angle. So
is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Before you cut me off, and the last reason why you should consider WhatsApp for your business.
Yeah.
It is security.
Okay.
It's worth reiterating that WhatsApp communications are end-to-end encrypted to extremely strong standards.
Are they though?
There apparently are. I see the message saying that this message is encrypted. Have you not seen that on your WhatsApp?
Well,
how truthful that is another story.
I will show you one simple life hack.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that. But research shows that the chat app's messages are more secure than many other digital channels and are just as well suited to confidential messages as SMS or email. So WhatsApp is apparently much more secure compared to other means.
But it's what we used to think about BBM. Because did you ever use BBM?
I've never used BBM.
Serious?
I've never used BBM.
So I know the BBM generation.
I'm not from there.
You missed out.
I never had Mixit.
Oh.
I never used BBM. Literally, I've just woken up to all of that right now. I told you I had my first phone when I was in matric. I told you.
Okay.
So I don't understand why you would be shocked about that. But tell me your BBM story.
Who hasn't on BBM?
It actually shows you that how old you are, friend.
I'm actually turning 37 this year. I'm a vintage collection.
I'm not going to go to how old I am.
I'll tell you more about BBM. So there's two songs that we're supposed to play. The first one is called Dlala Ngamashishi, and then there's obviously a request, people wanting to listen to the brand new Enzo Aisho song, which we played, but I think we're gonna play Dlala Ngamashishi first, which is your song.
Yes,
right?
That's my song for today.
So that I can be in your good books.
Please do the right thing. Oh, fine.
All right, being a good guy that I am, Amashishi Nanga.
Shit.
Minutes before the hour of 6 p.m. The Drive Innovation Conversations with Masejo, all right, and Wildfire, aka King Fire. I'm rebranding.
Why?
Yeah, that's what you do when you're retiring. You rebrand then vanish. All right. What else do we have in the conversations?
So we go back to 5G.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way we can actually ignore 5G. It's
Right.
And let's have the conversation. So we're going to look at 5 things that 5G are going to do in 2020.
Right.
First and most importantly, and I'm sure this is going to make you very excited, health monitoring. While some people highlight the speed of 5G, another important part is the steady streaming. Devices will be able to transfer all the data right away. It can be extremely beneficial in the health industry. Wearable technologies will be able to monitor situations in real time and get help if needed.
Okay. Yeah, very. I mean, yeah. The other day I found myself at... all right, I'll tell you after. Yeah.
You've got so many stories out there. You've got stories. You should probably write a book. Anyway, so let's go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We're talking about Corona earlier on and how technology can actually
play a part.
That situation or actually just bring it to its knees.
Yes.
And if you go, okay, this is not particularly related, or we don't have a case study on this one particularly, but with 5G in the play, it's going to make data sharing much more easier.
Easier, okay.
And make it more secure.
Right.
It's going to be beneficial in the health industry.
But I mean, as much as we love technology, right?
We don't have a choice but to.
Yeah. The other day, I received an email from Google. Right. And it was shocking because they had my history from 2009.
History what? Search history?
Not search history, travel history. Places I've lived, places I've traveled, places I hang out, my drinking spots, my whatever spots, all the countries I've traveled to.
Are you serious?
I'll open it up just now and blow it up on the screen. You'll be shocked. Like literally, even tells you how many minutes I spent at one location. All the countries I've traveled to, the map, my map is literally red all over Africa. It did. I mean,
It's like you're on Big Brother.
yeah, like Big Brother is watching. And what surprises me, in some of these countries I've gone to, I literally had my locations off, but they were still able to pick up my location.
How did you do? Like, because I'm sure Google would. First of all, I'm wrong. I'm very bad.
Yeah.
With moving location and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
don't care about stuff like that. I don't
Yeah.
think about it. Even my settings on my phone, my data's always being charged because there's always something that's running in the background. There's always
Yes.
something happening. I'm sure my map is always on. So if Google were to send me that email, I would believe it. But now, how would they get that data? With all your switched off your location.
Exactly. My question, how are they doing it? Big Brother is monitoring us without our knowledge. But, well, I think we give them permission because whenever you download an app, it asks to access your microphone, that location,
You know
that
what?
location, that location.
And you know what? I never read those. It was just
You just accept.
Allow.
But you are literally giving
them
access
permission.
to So why I brought this up is because you are talking about that it to be easier to
For
sort of
data to be shared.
sharing data. We just had the Cambridge Analytica, you know, the whole data scandal.
Exactly.
So imagine how much of our data will be out there. Is being shared out there.
It's being shared out there.
And especially
you know
with these things that we download.
Exactly.
Sharing data.
Exactly. Listen, with naive and very ignorant people like myself, I'm sure they've got all my information. Like, listen, I'm sure they've got all my information. Do you know, it's like, it goes back to what we were saying about technology. It's got its upsides, it's got its downside.
Yeah.
And the upside would be in that very situation, if you were to go missing, we would be able to,
yes,
well, kind of track you down, depending, but we'd have to jump through hoops to find out for them to give us this data.
Exactly.
But we would be able to track you down.
So
right?
I've got this. Okay, let me also
Are you
share.
gonna be able to share the screen?
Yeah, we'll share the screen with our viewers also, so that you see exactly what I'm talking about. There is Gmail. Okay, I'll share my Gmail there. Right. So Google knows that I've shared 50,000 pictures.
This is crazy.
Actually, my pictures have been viewed 50,000 times. Right. These are areas I've been to. Okay. Like there is more. Some private pictures that I found being shared on Google. Like,
I wonder what private pictures that you do want to be shared.
Like, it's crazy. Like,
it is crazy. It's scary. It's scary.
I mean, so how safe are we with our data out there?
Listen, Big Brother is watching. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. And with more with more technology that's coming into play and more, because everything that we're using right now, we're using technology with it. You know, like we're on Wi-Fi. Automatically by being on Wi-Fi, you are sharing your information instantly in some way or the other. Yeah. You know, so it's scary. It is scary, but it's one thing that we need to embrace and just live with it. I think it goes back to being knowledgeable about the things that you're getting yourself into. You need to, Matsejo, tech chick, read whatever pops up on your screen. Don't just allow because you want to get to the next thing, you know. Read. Equip yourself with information of knowing what you're getting yourself into. Okay, can I go to the second one?
Okay.
Are you done being traumatized, or is this gonna go on for a while? Do we need to go to for
some of this
stuff
will be private, but okay. This is what I'm talking
Is your screen still searched?
No. So you see now, my location, I've turned off my location. Okay, let me share that also.
Yeah, share it. That looks interesting.
Okay, screen share. There.
My friend is excited to see me.
See you.
Friend.
See you on the TV. Yeah, she's on TV. Right. It's awesome. Facebook. So this is my 2019 timeline. So Google literally knows I've been in one region, 7 cities, 21 places in 2019.
That is crazy.
So basically, you can literally go to your timeline because it breaks it down for you, right? Look at that timeline. So it will literally, every place that is red, it's places I've been to in 2019.
Well, on the flip side, you've traveled quite much in 2019. That's great.
Yeah, but they're tracking me.
They are
What
tracking
if
you.
I was lying to somebody that and
That's
they stumble
the life.
upon?
That's the life you're gonna have to fix. That you are going to be a better person there.
So this is what Big Brother is looking.
It's doing.
Yeah,
That
look,
is
all the red dots is places I've been to
you've gone to
in the year 20.
But what they are then in turn sending back the information to you. At least it's no secret. Now you know.
Now I know that they're watching.
Now they're
I can
watching
do
you.
something about it.
Big Brother
Hence,
is watching
I've
you.
put location history off, but still it monitors
It's still monitored. So where do you switch this off?
on your phone, on your
But,
Google, on your Google settings.
So you are.
Yes. So what you
it's
do
still
is
not
you
switched off.
You go onto your Google settings.
Mhm.
Story for another day. We'll do a lecture.
And yeah, I don't have enough time. You guys don't give me enough time on the show to be sharing your information. Wait, can I finish with my
Yes,
research?
please.
Thank you. So the second thing that
Yeah.
5G is going to be doing in 2020, search and rescue. And I
Okay.
think that's quite pivotal for South Africa.
Search and rescue.
Yes.
Okay.
With
Yeah.
all these young girls going missing and everything that's happening in South Africa
Yeah, that's
currently.
really- yeah.
So 5G is going to assist in emergency rescue platforms like Skyship.
Mhm.
It carries up to 8 drones that use high definition cameras and thermal imaging to search for signs of life in disaster zones. Such drones can also carry first aid kits, which can be used by conscious rescue teams or first responders before the emergency people arrive. Okay, it's not quite what I was hoping for, but it goes back to another story that we had about drones.
Drones
last week,
taking
and how
meds and
how now with drones you literally can just pack up your medicine in your drones and go to isolated areas.
Yeah.
And deliver that medication.
You've saved a life.
You've saved a life, and I'm hoping with technology. Oh, we did actually talk about. Well, we were talking about the device where when you are in distress, you can check your phone. Yes.
Check your phone, yeah.
You can check your phone. I was hoping for something that is along those lines, that if you go missing, they can track you down, or they can find you using this 5G.
But then I'm thinking out loud now.
Okay, think out loud. Maybe someone is.
Technology is good. Technology is bad. Especially when it comes to invasion of privacy.
Definitely.
We can come up with gadgets where we say, parents, you've got monitors for your kids everywhere they go. You're monitoring them, but that's invasion of your kids' privacy. At the same
first of
time,
all, my kids don't have privacy in our house. No.
Oh, okay.
What are you gonna do with privacy?
Hey, I need my own space.
Yeah, go get your own house.
Kids out there, if you're 11 and above, start looking for a job.
Listen, in our house, they know there is no such thing as, like, remember what we were saying when in our house there's a specific phone time.
Okay.
Phone time is only 1 hour, and in that hour you are sitting here with us. We see what you're doing on the phone.
On the phone.
We see what you're doing on the phone. So there's no such thing as privacy. But you know what? Not to divert from your point.
I was going to ask, can I come stay at your house for a week? Guys, I'll be in a concentration camp.
It is a concentration camp until you at least turn 16.
Okay.
Until you turn 16.
But I mean, it's good, eh? I was looking at the news the other day on how I think it was after the story of TikTok story. I came across a documentary in the UK about how young kids are being lured by these pervs, and kids are disappearing, kids are being raped, are being murdered each and every day. So yeah, congratulations to you and the tough laws. Yes.
No,
Viva.
listen, we don't even
concentration
play
camp.
like that. We don't play like that. And the sad thing about kids is that you only have control over them for a certain period of time. Yeah. After that, all you can really do is pray for them.
Yeah,
there's nothing much you can do.
Yeah.
So
go out there and be safe.
Exactly.
Okay.
So the third we're talking about 5G. Shucks. Okay. So augmented reality. 5G can make AU accessible in more varied circumstances. It will allow implementing AR anywhere. You won't have to rely on Wi-Fi anymore. It will enable small businesses to innovate, to use AR in their shops, in outdoor environments, or in any other locations without the necessity to provide steady Wi-Fi. And you know how Wi-Fi can actually just at the worst time disappoint you.
Yes.
So now with 5G, you can use AR without any of those issues. The fourth and the fifth points are smart cars and smart cities. When people think about smart cars, they imagine self-driving ones. But with the implementation of 5G, those cars can become even smarter. So what's smarter than a car that's driving itself? Okay, let's find out. With a steady 5G network, cars can communicate with each other.
Hey, scary.
Scary and exciting. Exciting.
I've watched the Transformers.
I watched Transformer 1 and no, I see what you mean. Now I see what you mean. I see what you did there. So they can share all the relevant information with each other. So some vehicles are already able to share their location, speed, and direction. But in the future, cars will arrange merging into lanes.
Okay.
Or turning at stop signs. That's where our cars are going.
But you see now, I don't know if you recall a couple of years back, Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, had 2 robots in his house. These 2 robots developed their own language.
Do you see?
So they started communicating between the 2 of them in a language that he couldn't understand. He had to shut them down.
Is that a true story?
Yes, it is a true story.
It sounds very fictional.
No, it is a true story. Those robots developed their own language. He had to shut them down. Now, imagine cars communicating to each other.
It's going to happen though. It's in the future. It's inevitable. It's going to happen.
We go back to the times of Arnold Schwarzenegger when we were watching
RoboCop.
No, RoboCop is that guy without a.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No,
is it?
No. How old are you?
RoboCop, is it? Who's RoboCop?
Yeah. Is that cop was shot in a line with Judy?
RoboCop is the guy who's
yeah. That's not exactly. That's what I'm asking. How old are you?
Does it make me too old or young?
Well, 2000.
28 is not too old, is it? 28. Okay, sorry, not to divert again from your point. Continue.
Okay.
I'm not sure. So, RoboCop. Okay.
So, you know, the Terminator.
But I do remember.
Terminator.
Terminator. So
yes.
wasn't
the rise of the that's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, Terminator.
It's not RoboCop. Okay. So you remember the story is around the rise of the machines.
Yes,
where the machines are now wanting to dominate.
Take over. There's also another Will Smith movie like that. I forget what the name.
Yeah.
But continue.
Right. So my fear is with all this technology that we are creating, and we are excited about the 4th Industrial Revolution. We are excited about Internet of Things, lights turning on and they're on, just a command. And these are languages, and these things adopt. What if these things turn against us? One day you get into your house, your curtains, they somehow cover you and, you know, and they suffocate you.
But on the flip side, you know, another thing that technology does, it saves a lot of time. It saves you time. Like you were saying the other day that with technology, you can actually do the show from your house.
Exactly. No,
that minimizes time in traffic. That minimizes time or getting electricity.
Yeah.
It saves costs and all of that.
Yes.
So I think to a large extent, there's great good that technology does.
And there's the downside of it.
There is also a downside. And I mean, what is going to eventually do, only time will tell.
I mean, if you are a Simpsons follower, the cartoons.
Oh, yes. I'm not a follower, but I know it.
Back in the days, they did a cartoon, an episode where Donald Trump was a president.
Shucks.
Look at him
crazy.
now.
That is crazy.
They did a cartoon where Kobe Bryant was involved in a helicopter accident.
Shut up.
No, I'm serious.
Ah, man, you've got stories. But you know what? Obviously, these things we can find out on the internet. But there are instances actually where people have kind of preempted what could happen. The Donald Trump one, I'm not too shocked about because he's always said he's going to be the president of America. So they could have just made a satire out of that.
I wouldn't be surprised if they. I wouldn't be surprised. Was it the Bondocs or it was the Simpsons also? About the Barack Obama one also? Anyway, I'll figure it out. I'll let you know on Monday.
Okay, please send me links to all of this, starting from
Yeah.
Mark's story of his robots
Yeah.
creating a language between them. Wildfire, your stories, Mara. Guys.
I'll be an interesting granddad. My grandkids were fun with me.
They will. Your stories.
Uh-huh.
But so we look at smart cities. So currently we're actually kind of like in a smart South Africa as it is.
Yeah.
And I know municipalities are going into a lot of there's a lot of I know Ekurhuleni is becoming a smart city fast. I know Joburg City is looking at becoming a smart city. And people, when people think smart city, they think, like you were saying, clapping your hands and your curtains close themselves.
Yes.
Not yet, but your meter.
Mm-hmm.
That's a smart device. It starts slowly, and eventually South Africa is going to become a smart country.
Mm-hmm.
So different parts of the city would be able to communicate and solve or even prevent various problems. When using data gathering sensors, it would be possible to spot occurring jams and inform smart cars about them. Traffic lights could adjust their timing to allow more vehicles to pass. Extra lanes could be opened when in need. I understand that robots already do that already, or roads do that already. When the data says, or the data shows that there's more traffic in this particular lane, they close robots more or they open them more, depending on how much traffic there is at that point in time. So we do have smart robots as it is in South Africa.
All right. That being said and done, let us bring back that song.
Chakupandwa jira apa kapu yacho aina mpato inetitoka kuishambo paka moto aunyare kuda kunyadzisa geto ona kapu yacho ndesimbi auzingwambi naye uri kutsvireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia padi chitsagatsага uri kutsvireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia kana zvisiri kubhadhara siya aiwa kandaokotilita clear famba iwe mani wevia iwa uzitsvaga usazodhibha iya panangoda kunzi hama yabo kupokedzera kuhwini kundibo kutaura kunongoma iri ranzibo hanzi raita senge futi panoira kuchibo uri kutsvireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia padi chitsagatsага uri kutsvireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia oi ndiona bhadhara renzi unotenga hupfu madhirezi ne hausi kupiwa kana hagi zvayo mapapiro wakanzi mangwana nhasi wakunzi mangwana une nharo uri kushandiswa madhiro anzvazi zvamuri kufudzwa ngembudzi munhu wenyu ari kuzviti mbinga hana chaanotenga chake kungotsenga ndiwe uri kushingirira ndiwe uri kupenga uri kutsvireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia padi chitsagatsага uri kutsvireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia saka fanikanisati ndapapinda ndokoshesa benefit kune vese vari kuhodha kukoshesa maprofit kune vari kutsvinya dombo ndoti horit anza yacho chazobuda kana wapinda apa kapu yacho aina mubato inetsitoka kuichambobva pamoto aunyare kuda kunyadzisa geto ona kapu yacho ndesimbi hauzimbwambi naye uri kutsvireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia padi chitsagatsага uri kutsvireko tii kana isina shuga chidhabhurawo wega aina shuga upenyu injuga pakuda chimafia shakandwa yazime we call it a strike ruwangu vauze kuzvarwa mabhuku musimbidzwa kusanasa mbari nzukuru
Welcome to the 1873 Nerd Galaxy.
The whole music, the whole atmosphere.
You have to experience it to believe it.
It's just epic.
Activate your brain.
Американская фирма Transceptor Technology.
Status activated.
Affirmative.
Be ready to be stimulated.
All right, 4 minutes before, or 3 before 6.
Is it really 3? I feel like it's 4. I feel like it's 5 minutes. My watch says it's 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
6.
Look at the one behind you.
This one works against me. Eh?
Okay, I see the computer ones are saying 5-2. So I guess we stick to the one behind you. Anyway, what else do we have?
So our techpreneur for the day is Brenda Quatesgia.
Brenda
I'm
who?
sure I pronounced that incorrectly. So let's leave it
Brenda who?
to Brenda.
No, spell it for me.
It's K-A-T W-E S-I-G-Y-E. Quatesgia.
G-I.
S-I-G-Y-E.
Yo, okay.
Told you, let's call her Brenda. She's doing great things in Uganda.
Oh yeah, I know. Now it says it all. Okay, moving right along.
So Brenda is a Ugandan woman entrepreneur, bringing affordable eye care to school children by harnessing the power of virtual reality technology. So she's making eyewear accessible to everyone, accessible and affordable to everyone in Uganda, regardless of their income status. She's the founder of high impact company called Wazi Vision. She is on a mission to ensure that everyone who needs eye testing and glasses, no matter where they are located in the country, can get access to these life-changing services. There's people like this then who are not using technology, who are actually using technology for the greater good of mankind. We salute you, Brenda. That's what it's supposed to be. That's what it's supposed to that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And one promise that I made to everyone when I started this show would be that I'm going to go out there and I'm going to research courses that you can do to empower yourself in the digital space, in the technology space. And I found another one on Business Insider. A company called We Think Code, and I actually think I know these people. I've come across them at an education technology conference. They are giving a course on free coding, SA's free coding college, and they are currently looking for students. And apparently, you don't even need matric to get into it. So, what you should do is Google We Think Code and see how you can get in there. They have offices in Cape Town. They have offices in Johannesburg. The program is 2 years and it's sponsored by companies such as Standard Bank, Dimension Data, and Telkom, which also employs some graduates after completion. Applicants must be between 17 and 35. And while prior education, including matric or coding experience, are not required at all. So contact We Think Code and see what they can do for you.
There you have it.
There you have it.
And it's a wrap.
It's a wrap! Innovation Conversations. So we'll be having another conversation on innovation on Monday. 5 to 6. And we actually might have a guest on Friday.
On Friday.
Oh, on Monday.
On Monday.
Today is Friday. On Monday.
On Monday. Awesome.
Next week, we will be looking at innovation in the transport industry. And we will let you know if we'll have a guest.
All right.
Either on Monday or Friday.
Be on the lookout on our socials. And we'll be updating you there. We out, and thank you for joining us.
Peace.
Hasta la vista.
You call me all friendly, telling me how much you miss me. That's funny, I guess you've heard my songs. Well, I'm too busy for your business. Go find a girl who wants to listen. Cause if you think I was born yesterday, you have got me wrong. So I cut you off, I don't need your love. Cause I already cried enough, I've been done, I've been moving on since we said goodbye. I cut you off, I don't need your love. So you can try all you want. Your time is up, I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it, get gone, shut up. Cause if you think I care about you now, well boy, I don't give a I remember that weekend when my best friend caught you creeping. You blamed it all on the alcohol. So I made my decision, 'cause you made your bed, sleep in it. Play the victim and switch your position. I'm through, I'm done. So I cut you off. I don't need your love, 'cause I already cried enough. I've been done.